Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Monday Night Playalong Bluegrass Jam. I'm Tyler Grant. I'm ready to get started here with you. Hope you all had a nice weekend. Hope everybody out there is staying safe and healthy in these ongoing troubled times. I'm just going to check my tuning. We're going to get started with Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine in the key of G. So remember how this goes is I'll just kind of give you a brief run through of the song and we just dive in and play it. If you're looking for instruction and more detail, hit me up on a private message and I can send you some links for that kind of thing. But this is where we put it all to the test. And no matter what your skill level, there's always something fun you can do here on any of the tempos, slow, mid-tempo, or fast jams. So this song, Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine, in G, it goes like this. A one and one and a one. One and five. Back to one, four and four, back to one, and four and a five and a one. Pretty straightforward song. Now I'm going to set up the click and turn off this. I just filmed my weekly live lesson for jam play, so I had the speaker on, and I'm turning the speaker off so that click doesn't blow us up. So let's see, say I'm around this tempo. We can go even slower for this one. Okay, so my kickoff might go something like this. So 1, 2, 3. Something like that. I'll bet you could kick it off even better. And why don't you go ahead and do that? I'll count you in. Walk softly on this heart of mine in the key of G. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Say you're sorry once again, dear. You want me to take you back once more. You say you need a helping hand, dear. But that's what you told me once before. Walk softly on this heart of my love. Don't treat it mean and so unkind. Let it rest in peace and quiet love. Walk softly on this heart of mine. I'll play it. softly on this heart of mine. Okay. And that song had a claim to fame because it was covered by the Kentucky Headhunters. And, you know, for some people that might be a bigger deal than being sung by Bill Monroe. But anyway, that's a good old song. Very lonesome. It's got those bluesy flavors in it. I'm going to double check on the live stream before we move on. Next on the list is Cabin in Caroline. A good old Flat and Scruggs song. Okay, looks like we're up and we're live. Looking good in this new thrift store shirt that my mom got for me. I'll check in with everybody in a few. I'm just going to double check on the YouTube channel. Make sure you chime in and let me know where you're picking from, what you're playing, how you're doing. And it looks like we're up and running on the YouTube. Okay. So, Cabin in Caroline, good old cabin song, and we're going to be in G for this one. It goes 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1, 1 and 1 and a 5, 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1, 1 and a 5. And a 1, chorus goes to the 4. Oh, the cabin in the shadow of the pines. Back to 1. And a 1, 1 to the 5. 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1. And a cabin in the hills of Caroline. As are so many Flat and Scruggs songs, the chorus goes to a 4 chord and then goes right back to how the verse goes, right? You notice in this a very similar pattern. This song is so much like a lot of their other songs. So again, you hear the subtle difference in the melody, and you know, ultimately you're going to have a different kickoff, a different approach for this, but so many of the common threads you're learning about all of these songs in the style are going to help translate to one another in the way you improvise and the way you can pick up these melodies quickly and be able to arrange a cool kickoff on the fly. So let's see. I'll find a good tempo here, and then I'll demonstrate a kickoff for you. Now, again, just to reiterate for those who are new at this, all you regulars, you know the drill. But anyone who's new at this, you can always, like, if there's something that you're not getting quite in real time, just mark that time, you know, take a note, like we're, 10 minutes in, 11, 12 minutes in, and then mark that time and come back to it if you really need to come back and study any of this stuff. But the idea is just to get you playing, get you moving, even if you don't quite totally have it down, because that's the way bluegrass jamming is. And you'll just get better at it as you go. Let's see. Okay, so say this is our tempo. Here's my kickoff. I would go something like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so however you would like to kick it off, go ahead and get ready to do so. I'll count you in. Cabin in Caroline in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline, and a blue-eyed girl that's waiting there for me. I'll be coming back someday, and from her I'll never stray. In a cabin in the hills of Caroline, or a cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. I'll play it. Long trip back to the hills of Caroline. I want to see that blue-eyed girl, she's the sweetest in the world, at a cabin in the hills of Caroline, or a cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Play it. It's late at night, and the stars are shining bright, and the whippoorwill is calling from the hill. It's when I'll tell her of my love, true as the stars above, how I love her now, and I know I always will. Last chorus. On the cabin in the shadow, blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife, and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Third verse, when it's late at night and the moon is shining bright. I mix those up sometimes, because then he mentions the stars later on. So there you go. You can end every verse and every chorus with the same line, if it's a good enough line, like cabin in Caroline. And listen to the. I was trying to do it, but it's hard at this tempo. Oh, the cabin in. Listen to Lester sing that. It's really neat. Just a cute, good song. How we doing here on the YouTube channel? Hi, Dave Schmidt. Hi, Devin in the UP in Michigan. All right. Dave's in the Jersey Pines. Michael LeBlue, ready to pick. Heading to first bluegrass camp in Nashville this week. I can't read your name. Big Dan. That's Big Dan. All right, cool. Robert Villani, picking in Pomfret, Connecticut. Cool. Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying this right. And I'm nearsighted, so I can't read all these names very well. Jeff Campbell in Fort Worth, Texas. Right on. Mark Smith in the Chino Hills. And Bella and Waylon. Right on. Thank you for picking along. And how we doing here on the Facebook land? Sandy In Bakersfield, family dinner's in the oven, banjo's tuned, ready to pick. All right. Hello, David in New Mexico. Good evening to you. Hi, Lee in Puerto Vallarta. Hey, soaking up some sun. James in New Jersey. David Clark picking along. Dawn Butterworth from Powassan, Ontario. Right on, playing some mandolin. Jim Wilson picking a 1947 D18 in Virginia. Well, I am jealous of you. You got a few years on this old guitar. Hi, Colin. Good morning in the UK. Hi, Jim in Iroquois Falls, Ontario, Northern Canada. Good evening to you. Stay warm up there. Chantal in Nova Scotia. All right. Jerry in Kuntz. That's right. Kuntz, Texas. Thank you. Hi, Jody. Steve Brown. Hello. Thanks for picking along. Deb in gorgeous Durango, Sugartown. Jack McGuire in Ohio. Richard Dorset in Tacoma, Washington. John Keegan moved from Buffalo to Maineville, Ohio. Okay, cool. First time from your new home. Hope you're getting settled in there nicely. And hello, Lori, my good friend in Elkins. Hi, Daniel. Dan from Little Chute. I get it. Little Chute, Wisconsin. And Jason in Victoria, Australia. You are the farthest one away, I think. So you win the prize tonight. Well, thank you all for being here, our little international jam community. It's fun. I hope you all can meet each other in person sometime, and I hope I get to meet those of you who I haven't met myself. So let's keep on practicing together. Down Yonder. This is a great song for, well, this is a tune. It is a song, but I'm going to treat it like a tune, meaning an instrumental. And this is a great one for jamming on and for building speed. So we're not going to play this fast, not nearly the way we would at its regular tempo. But we're going to play it a little bit quicker, and I'll demonstrate the reason why. So let's run through the changes first, familiarize ourselves with this tune. In the key of G. Da da da, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 4, 4, 4, 4 and a 1 and 1, long 1. It's a long 1 chord, long 1 chord. Da 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 da, 2, da, A7, da 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 da. Stop on the 5. Da 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 da. 1 da 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 4 da 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 1 and a 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and here's 2 5 I try to keep the, even though it sounds really silly, I try to keep the notes accurate so you get the melody in your head. That's the last notes of the melody. So if you don't know this song, I realize it can be sort of tricky to follow. But again, let's just play it. And if you need tab or... I did a whole lesson on this one for Jam Play. So if you're a Jam Play member, I can, you can find it easy on the site. If not, hit me up. I can help you at least with some notation. Anyhow, I'm going to kick it off. You're going to strum the rhythm. And why don't we go through that one more time, a little bit quicker. Here's the rhythm. Da, 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 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and a 4 and 4, 4 and a 1 and a 1 and a long 1. Da, 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 2 and 2, 2, 2, 5. Da, 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 da. 1 and 1 and da, 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 4, da, 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 da. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1, 2, 5, 1. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. All right, so I'm going to kick it off, and the reason why this song can go by, if the rhythm is like, the melody is still, You don't have to go. So that's what I'm saying. When this song goes to blazing fast tempo, which it often goes, you can still play the simple melody and it sounds really neat. Okay, so that being said, we're going to play this at a reasonable tempo because we are in the slow jam here. But it's going to be quicker than some of the other material. Because you can always just play that simple melody. So here we go. Here's the tempo. I'm going to kick it off. We'll play it 2 times through. Me, you, you. And that's it. Okay? Here we go. Down Yonder in the key of G. I'll kick it off, and I'm going to start playing taters to get your rhythm going. I totally biffed that. Okay. That's the lick. Okay. We're going to do this again. This is my do-over for the slow jam. It doesn't happen often on the slow jam, but here we go. One more time. I'm going to kick you off on Down Yonder. did it. Okay, good. Thanks for giving me the do-over. Let's go ahead and bring this back maybe in the next week or two to review a little bit further on Down Yonder. Because it's pretty straight ahead if you know it. If you don't know it, it's not super straight ahead. Fortunately, I think most of us know this tune. Anyway, let's all learn it if we don't know it, because it's a super fun tune to jam on. There's a great version on the Will the Circle Be Unbroken album. Okay, the Old Riverman. Hey, now I brought this out doing the river trips last summer, and Chris Elliott kind of started singing it when he came along with us on our little River Wondergrass All-Stars group. It's in G minor, so I'm capoing 3 and playing an E minor chord. So for all you guitar players, that's something you can do. So being a minor number and being that I'm capo, this might be a little tricky as far as shouting out the chord numbers. So let's take a minute to kind of check out how this goes. It's a G minor, which is the 1. Da 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 1. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 4 flat 7 and a 5 and a 1. So the 4 is a major chord, not like your typical, natural minor where the 4 would be a minor chord. It's a major, so it's a C major. I'm playing an A major because I'm capo 3. And then your flat 7, standard F chord, or I'm fingering a D shape, which is the flat 7 chord, standard in the key of G minor, and then a regular dominant 7th, which is a D7, but I'm playing a B7, of course. So that's the 1, that's the 4, that's the flat 7, this is the 5. Okay? So there's the verse again. Da 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 1. Da 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 da. Da 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 4. Flat 7, 5 and a 1. It does another one of those. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Go up to that 4, da, da, da. Then to the 1 major, da, da, da. G major, back to the 4, da, 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 da. To the 5, stop here, da, 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 1, da, 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 4 flat 7. 5 and a 1. That'll be your break, okay? It's fun to trade off on the A and B parts, but for today, this is such a new song probably for many of us. Let's just use the A part for the kickoff and for the break. So that would have been my sample kickoff, twice through that chord progression. And then I'll sing it, and let's just play it. Go ahead and get ready to kick us off here. Nice G minor sound on the Old Riverman. I'll find a good tempo. This song, incidentally, was a collaboration between John Hartford and Bill Monroe. And I don't know of a recording of this that happened before the Nashville Bluegrass Band cut it in around the year 2000 on I think it's called New Century Blues, that album. We're going to go slow on this one because it is a nice, slow, kind of dirgy song. Okay, here we go. The Old Riverman in the key of G minor. Kick us off. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Riverman's lonesome, old Riverman's blue. He's a-working on the river with the Riverman blues. On a lake bed highway, that's the Riverman's home. And home is where the heart is, and he's all alone. But when he hears that old steamboat whistle blow, he can feel that river in his soul. Oh, Riverman's lonesome, the old Riverman's blue. He's a-working on the river with the Riverman blues. I got it. Another verse, I'm trying to think of it. "3,000 miles the old Riverman goes down the Mississippi River and the Ohio, Missouri and the Cumberland, Tennessee and Illinois, Monongahela, Allegheny, and the Big Canoy. But if you see the old Riverman's eyes, he knows just when that river's gonna rise. Oh, Riverman's lonesome, the old Riverman's blue. He's a-working on the river with the Riverman blues. Play it. Riverman lonesome, the old Riverman's blue. He's a-working on the river with the Riverman blues. On a lake bed highway, that's the Riverman's home. And home is where the heart is, and he's all alone. But when he hears a steamboat whistle Okay. Fun. A new song with a few chord changes, but let's bring this one back because, again, this is such a cool song, and it is a nice, slow song, really fun to jam on. Haunting little melody. He can feel the river in his soul, yeah. You'll see me smirk at myself or roll my eyes if I miss a lyric, but I'm glad I remember that second verse because that second verse is money. All right, let's move on to something a little more familiar. Thank you for bearing with me on the new material. That's part of the game here, right? It's getting turned on to new songs. And you can have them. Take them. Add them to your repertoire. That's what happened to me. C-Bob, Chris Elliott, he came on that river trip with us and did that song. And I'm like, I'm doing this on the next trip. And I did. Subsequently became one of my songs. John Hartford, of course, was a steamboat captain. It was part of his passion in life, along with music and music history and the music people. One of the things I love about Hartford is that he would go hang out with Bill Monroe and talk music and write songs. You know, he never forgot about all of the great traditional musicians who were around Nashville during his time. Okay, will the roses bloom where she lies sleeping? In the key of C. And a 1 and 1 and a 4 and a 1 and 1 and a 5 and a 1 and 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. We'll go a lot slower, of course. Let me find a tempo and I'll demonstrate a good kickoff here. My version of the kickoff. Okay, so I might go something like this. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. But you'll play it even prettier, I'll bet you. So why don't you go ahead and kick us off here in the key of C, and you better be singing tenor on this too, you tenor singers out there. It's a wonderful duet. Kick us off on Will the Roses Bloom Where She Lies Sleeping in the key of C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She lies sleeping, will the flowers shed their petals there? Will the dewdrops fall upon the roses where my darling sleeps beneath the sand? I got it. Her lips were like a bunch of roses. Her eyes shone like the starlight sky. Her hair was dark and it was curly, and I'll love her till the day I die. Will the roses bloom where she lies sleeping? Will the dewdrops fall upon the roses the sand. Play it. My darling, as she's sleeping underneath a beautiful sky. I miss her more now that she's left me. I know we've said our last goodbye. Last chorus. Will the roses bloom where she lies sleeping? Will the flowers shed their petals there? Will the dewdrops fall upon the roses where my darling sleeps beneath the sand? All right, good song, good song. Beautiful old song from Platt and Scruggs. Okay, moving on to the Wildwood Flower. And we'll just pick this as an instrumental. I finally did learn all the words to this song, and I enjoy singing it. But let's just pick it as an instrumental in the key of D. So, those of us who are guitar players, hopefully most of us know this song, know this tune. From the Carter family, of course, Mother Maybelle. And I'll just run you through the changes real quick. In D, I'm playing C position, of course. Here we go. Da da, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1 1 1 1 and 5 and a 1. That's it. And of course, us guitar players know this. Mother Maybelle, and she would play it like, of course, with the Carter scratch style, with the thumb pick and the finger doing the strums. Very busy strum for Mother Maybelle. I don't strum it quite that busy, but I do like to try that style sometimes, get that nice bouncy rhythm in there. I kind of do my own thing with it. Let's play it at this tempo. I will kick it off and let's play it 4 times through because it's such a short form. So I'll play it once, you play it once, I play it, you play it, I play it, you play it. 4 times all the way, okay? It'll give us time to stretch out on some breaks. Here we go. Wildwood Flower. I'll do tater. I'm just going to count it in. Okay, I'll count it in instead of doing taters. And I'll kick it off. Here we go. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Play. Okay, fun. How's everyone doing out there? Hope you enjoyed picking on the Wildwood Flower. Where are we here? Jason in Victoria, Australia. Brad Lauzon in Ontario. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, that album by Nashville Bluegrass Band. Yes, sir, David. Jim Wilson, hello. Hi, David. Good new ones to add. Hi, Alex in Calgary. Cool. Everyone's loving the Old Riverman. Love that. Okay, how are we doing on YouTube? Ron Lipton from Indiana. Nate Vogel. Shalom from the Ozarks. All right. Joe in Mexico City, plucking on a 6-string. Very cool. Hi, Mike. Hey, Dave Schmidt. Yep, Riverman Blues. Yeah, cool. Sliding bass line. Yeah, well, we'll bring Riverman, the Old Riverman, back. Let's just bring it back maybe next week. Give us a chance to really learn that song. Okay, and as always, if you have requests, just hit me up in a private message, and I'll try to get them in there. I don't always see the requests on the thread here. All right, coming back to the program. Will you miss me when I'm gone? Hey, another one we've never done before, and I've actually never done this song, but it's a good slow song, and another one from the Carter family. Now, we are not doing the Carter family version because it's extremely difficult to follow. It's really, I'm sure they're just playing it the way they know it and how they feel it. It is so crooked. We're going to do sort of the straight up version, kind of from the Stanley Brothers. And we'll be in B flat here for these last two songs. And this one, in B flat. And a one, and a one, and a four, and four, and one, and a one, and a one, five, and five, and five, and one. So that is the verse, the kickoff, the breaks, etc. The chorus is the same. It has I think it has, I'm counting this in my head. It has 2 extra beats on every chord because of the response. So the chorus is, will you miss me when I'm gone? Oh, will you miss me when I'm gone? I'm not going to sing that part. If one of you has a good bass voice and wants to sing that, go for it. But that's a good way to keep time. You have to imagine that happening. So it'll go, chorus will go, will you miss me when I'm gone? Oh, four, and one. Will you miss me when I'm gone? Will you miss me when I'm gone? Okay? And this has the famous George Shuffler cross-picking thing in it. So, and it usually kicks off just on the turnaround. But let's just kick it off that way. Let's keep this one sort of traditional. So your kickoff will be da 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 da, and then you'll get a full break once we get into it. So again, my kickoff is sort of straight up like the original, a little different. Okay, so just do that. Bring us in on the 5 chord. Let's slow this down. Okay. Kick us off. Kick us off here on Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone? Straight to the 5 chord in B flat. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. When these lips shall never more place a kiss upon thy brow, when life holds still in death, will you love me then as now? Chorus. Will you miss me? Oh, will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone? I got it. Perhaps you'll plant some flowers round my cold, unworthy grave. Come and sit along here beside me, where the roses nod and wave. Will you miss me? Oh, will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone? Play. I'm gonna play one more because I need another shot at the break. So here I go. 1, 2, 3. Do you want another break? Here you go. I'll count you in and take one more break. 1, on a cold, dark Sunday morning in a land not far away. A little girl from old Kentucky lifted up her voice to say, will you miss me? Oh, will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone? Okay, we did it. Another fun new song. And I was playing with, if this is for the guitar players, I was playing, and the mandolin players, I was playing with the down, down, up shuffler, and I tripped on it. Because I'm not a down, down, up player. At that tempo, I can sort of do it. But I'm an alternating cross picker. So I wanted to give that one clean break. Thanks for letting me do that. I hope you got a good clean break in there too. One of my favorite parts about that is that's just one of the best guitar moves in this style. Okay, one last song, and it is Teardrops in My Eyes in the key of B flat. And one and a 4, 5 and 5 back to 1, and one and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 1 to the 5. I found out what they say, 1, 2, 2 dominant to the 5, and then you'll know, dear, why I try with a T, with these teardrops in my eyes. Let's see, let me try that again. So my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3. On Red Allen's old guitar, we'll do Teardrops in My Eyes, and we will take a break, a very, very short break, and come right back for the mid-tempo jam at 1/4 past, okay? I'll get a little bit quicker here. Okay, kick us off here on Teardrops in My Eyes in B flat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You cheated on me and you lied. You put teardrops in my eyes. I found out what they say is true. I hope someday that you'll be blue, and then you'll know, dear, why I tried. Teardrops in my eyes. All clear. 'cause it puts teardrops in my eyes. I found out what they say is true. I hope someday that you'll be blue, and then you'll know, dear, why I tried with these teardrops in my eyes. Play. I never thought you'd let me down, but now at last I understand. You broke my heart, you broke our vows. You'll have to pay for it somehow. I found out what they say is true. I hope someday that you'll be blue, and then you'll know, dear, why I tried with these teardrops in my eyes. Great. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll be right back in about 5 minutes for the mid-tempo jam. Come on back and join me there.